What's up, guys? We are back here with Archeworld, and we got some additional information about the land minting process. So this is really good because a lot of people have been asking, where do we go to buy the land for NA South A region? Well, now they've given us this information. Let's read it and go through this, and then we'll discuss it. So, number one, minting website address will be opened 1 hour before minting starts. No certain internet settings are required. A note here is that these are all translated from Korea. These are not native like designed in English. So some of these words and phrases will be very funky. So let's move on to the next ones. Minting, it lasts 6 hours per session. So there's only going to be a window of 6 hours where you can mint lands. Number three, Kickass Wallet is not supported. However, you can participate in the minting with a MetaMask wallet linked to the same wallet address as Kickass. And they have the link down here. This is going to be more for the Asian players that have the KKS wallets that were used over there. So North American players don't really have to regard that if you're new to Archeworld. But this is also interesting too, is that Face Wallet doesn't say it's supported either. So if you are an American player and you signed up with the Face Wallets, it looks like you need to make a MetaMask wallet and then link the MetaMask and Face wallets together. And you should probably be able to do the same way with this link here. It should be very, very similar. But please, I'm not an expert in this. I can't get Face Wallet to work on my computer for some odd reason, so I can't help you there. But yes, Google, YouTube, tutorials, guides, tips, your friend, research, figure this stuff out. You know, it's not that difficult. Worst case scenario, just make your own MetaMask wallet and then put your Matic cryptocurrency in the MetaMask wallet, so then you can purchase the land. And then number four, the remaining quantity from each round of the minting will be carried over to the next round of the minting. Example, if there is a residual amount of Mega Land for rare Phantom card holders in round 1, it will be included in the minting target for round number 2, the Phantom card holders, and then will be included in the third public minting in case of a red over. So, very, very cool information here. We have our own website. We have our own URL that will be open 1 hour before, which I think will help with bots and prevent, that systems from being just destroyed by, automatic clickers things. I mean, obviously it's still going to happen, but it definitely helps improve, I think. It's really weird that they're not supporting Face wallets. It doesn't look like, and that everything is done with MetaMask. Again, this is Web3. This is brand new stuff to all game companies and things like that. So like they're gonna be errors, mistakes, issues, like kinks in the processes, and they're learning just as much as we are learning about Web3 and crypto and blockchain games. So MetaMask is kind of like a big standard, famous wallet out there in the crypto space. A lot of places use MetaMask, so it makes sense that they are using it. And I think you can pretty much import like any and every wallet into it. Again, I'm not 100% certain on this. Not too knowledgeable on the crypto space. Still learning myself as well. But the biggest thing too out of this is that the land is going to go roll over, right? So excess quantities is going to be available for the next batch. So wow, like if all the people don't mint the 25 mega lands, that means the Phantom card holders are now going to have access to a Mega Land for 150 Matic. Like, they're going to have an RNG chance to win that Mega Land for 150 Matic if there is some left over. That is madness, because those Mega Lands are, approximately around $10,000 in the Asian server, give or take. Value is subjective, obviously. But yeah, the last couple sales have been around that range. They're very, very, very expensive, like crazy expensive. So that is a really, really cool perk of a Phantom card holder, having a shot, even if one or two people don't mint on, their opportunity on round 1. Whew. I mean, I expect it too. I expect there's going to be some people that do not mint because either they forget about it, they didn't know about it, they overslept, they missed the time zones. Life happens, right? So not everyone is going to buy every single thing. You would think that if someone has these rare Phantom cards, which, around $6,000 to have this rare Phantom card, right? They would be on top of it. But, life happens, and maybe $6,000 is nothing to that kind of person. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how many do not get minted in round 1 and then roll over to round 2. Round two, obviously, there's going to be a bunch of people. There's around 2,300 people that have fandom cards, and most of them are going to mint. But again, once again, not everyone is going to mint their land. So, I do think that maybe like 80% or 90% of the land will get minted in the fandom cards, but there's going to be some rollover also. So, yeah, like those are going to get rolled over to the public minting. And will it sell out? There's 1,000 set up for the public minting, and then all the extra ones that did not sell from before. But we don't know. Will it sell out? Will there be demand? Will there be, people that are interested in picking up these? They think that the land is worth more than 300 Matic. We don't know. We have no idea. The land did not sell out in the Asian minting. But when that happened, no one had any information about the game, really. Like, the game was just, yeah, we're making Arc Age, but with crypto. Go buy land. Like, that's pretty much all they had at that time. It was just like a super chance. We didn't know what was going to happen. And, yeah, it was just a crapshoot, like, oh, you're selling land for, $200 or whatever it was back then. Should we buy it? Should we not buy it? We don't know. Like, no one had any idea. Now we have more of an idea. The Asian server's out. We know it's been doing really well for the last 7 months. And, land ownership is like, pretty much 95% or higher occupancy in game. So land is very, very, very important. You can't really get public land anymore. There's like nothing out there to rent from XL Games. You can't really even rent from players that much anymore. There's very, very few available. So, yeah, we know a lot more. So I would expect a lot more to be sold. I don't know if it's going to sell out because $300 is a decent chunk of change. If they do sell out all of these, they sell out all of these fandom cards and lands, it's about 3,500, give or take. That means they're going to end up making around I want to say it's like $750,000 from this. Like if everything sells, because you got 2,300 in the 150 price range, and then you got 1,000 at the $300 price range. So that's about 600,000, and then you have a couple 25 at the $1,500 price range. So maybe it's around 650. Because obviously Matic is a little bit more expensive. But yeah, if this all sells out, this is a very nice chunk of change that XL Games is going to be making, right now, close to 700,000, maybe a little bit more off of this land minting. So for those people that don't think that Archeworld is profitable or good for the company, just look at that. Just day one are here selling land and potentially could be making like $700,000 off these, quote unquote pictures and NFTs that are used in game. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think the land will be more valuable than $300 for a small land or not? Post down in the comments. Are you going to be participating in this land minting? Love to hear from you guys. If you have any questions or comments, post them again. Also down in the chat. I love to answer from every questions. So why we do this here on the channel, right? Is to build a community, help people out, and answer questions, and try to support the game